All right, I just waited a couple seconds and started the next one. This is a show that now that I was about to say that I didn't hear about until a couple days ago, but then when I thought of saying that, I for some reason thought maybe I had heard of it at least like once or something, and I just forgot about it. But I definitely did not. I was not. It was not like fully on my radar, and I was aware of it, and I was wanting to see it. Well, there's a lot of things that are on my radar, and I'm fully aware of that I don't want to see. Yeah, so like I mean, I wasn't preparing myself for it. Um, but it's very surprising that it wasn't better marketed. Not that the market that I really see marketing, because I don't get ads on anything. I watch things without ads, or I have them gone. I can't think of a thing that I watch with ads. So marketing, I don't really follow marketing, but like I'm surprised that it wasn't like more talked about. But yeah. So anyways, I don't know what that is, but I'm not gonna cut it because I don't know. I don't even know if it was confusing. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know, but I'm just gonna start talking about it now. It should have been though, because it's got Tim Robbins, Shawshank Redemption. If you didn't know, I mean that's probably his most known thing. I can't think of anything else. I mean I can think of other stuff he's been in, but I think that's probably his most known. And then Holly Hunter, which people probably more so know from The Big Sick because you see her, but she's the voice of the mom in The Incredibles, and I think that's probably what she's overall most known for. But if you ask just a general person, they're probably going to be like, "Oh yeah, she was in The Big Sick," if they saw it. But honestly, I don't know. I don't know how big she is. That's just what I know her from. I really, 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 really liked her in The Big Sick, so I was very excited to see this and wanted to check it out just for her because I was like, man, another family-ish like type of like show with her. I was like really excited. And then obviously Tim Robbins is great. Then we got Money from Don't Breathe, who I thought was fine. I've seen him in some other stuff too, I think. I believe so. And I don't think he's that bad, but like I can't really recall a specific thing that he was in or a specific thing that he was in that was really good. When I said recall a specific thing, I forgot about Don't Breathe. But like not a specific thing that I'm like, man, he killed it in that. He was really good in that. And then I don't know the other three siblings because there's 4 kids and 2 parents, and this centers on them. Um, there's an Asian guy who I thought was really, really good. I loved his character, and I like how he's kind of similar to his mom in their profession. And then there was a black lady who was really good, and then they had a white kid, you know. And if you've seen the show, there was a joke in there, so I'm kind of calling out to that joke. I thought that was a really funny joke because I felt like they were so comfortable with themselves, even though they were adopted siblings, that they could make jokes like that. I thought it was really funny. But anyways, and she's kind of weird. She's young, and you know but they all give good performances. Like I really like how good the Asian dude is with the counseling, and then I think he just really is likable and he gets along with the rest of his siblings. And then the black lady, I really, really, really like her profession, and I think she's got a really strong, powerful demeanor. Like she seems like the strong person, but we don't really know the characters that well, and it's not mostly about her, so we haven't really gotten to see that yet. But I feel like I think she's the oldest. You can kind of tell. And then the 17-year-old, you know, she's probably just supposed to be comic relief, and we'll start to get to know her better. But you know, I'm talking about this like I'm super invested in the show, but I'm not. I just was expecting crap. I did not think this was going to be good. The reviews were bad. The plot sounded stupid. But what I got was honestly a decent like family show. Just like there's this one element, and that's what's supposed to make it stand out. And ironically, I probably, if that wasn't in there, would say this is very similar to other things. But with it, now I'm saying no, I'm confused now. I'm just going to go right into why it sucks. It feels very out of place. You get little hints of it along the way, and then it ends with a bang with it. And then there's a cliffhanger, which I'll admit I was interested in the cliffhanger, but everything before it, I was like, really? And then I kind of forgot about it because it was so, like, there was only like 3 times, and they were very widely spaced out. I started to think about it, and I was like, this is probably why everyone's hating it. And then I started to think more, and I was like, what if this wasn't in there? Would people like this more? And then I started to think about if I liked it without it, and I realized that this is a really good, like, show, kind of like This Is Us, Parenthood, Modern Family, except Modern Family is more of a a comedy. Those two are more like dramas with some comedy interlaced, and this is more like that, but it's kind of as diverse as Modern Family. Almost as diverse as This Is Us, but This Is Us is mostly just a regular family. But it's like combining Modern Family and This Is Us. It's like, except not the comedy of Modern Family, just like the craziness of that family and how diverse that family is with the like seriousness of This Is Us. But I'm not trying to say that it's as good as either of those shows. I did stop watching This Is Us during the first season, but I'm not saying it's a bad show. And then I don't love Modern Family. I think it's okay, and I watch it now, but I'm not saying that it's that good anymore. I'm not saying that it even started out that good for me personally. But anyways, I honestly really want them to sort out this plot line that's making it anything more than just a regular family drama by the end of the season. I want it to get renewed, and I want the next season to kind of abandon that and just be a family show, because I think it's got really good performances. I think it's got really good characters. I think it's got really good writing. I think that this could potentially be a really big show if it didn't have that one part. And I understand why they're trying to be different with that part, but I just don't really, I don't know, it's very weird. It felt out of place, like tonally, and it just felt forced in. And I started to think about how you could have just cut it out and it probably would have been okay. And then it would have been a shorter episode too. And it just, I don't know. I felt like there was already enough going on that we didn't need that. I mean, even the guy that it's happening to, something's happening. Sorry about the spoiler. He's got an interesting enough plot line that I don't think he needs this. There's not like one character that had nothing except this. They all have something. And this doesn't really need to be in there. And it's going to really mess with a lot of people. It's going to make a lot of people think this really sucks and that they really hate it. But for me, I thought it was all right. I was thinking about watching it, but then I realized that it's on Sunday. And I have so many shows that I already have to watch on Sunday. And I hate staying up too late because then I wake up late. And it's just all around a mess. And I'll already be watching at least like 3 shows on Sundays. And I don't need to add another hour-long one. And it's not a network hour long, so it's closer to actually being an hour. But even network hour would just, 45 minutes would just still be too much. So I'm not going to be watching this. Maybe if it like gets canceled and then it got on Netflix, I'd finish out the season. Or once the series is done and it got on Netflix or something, I'd finish out the season. But I just don't really feel like watching. I mean, I could watch it on a different night, but I have so many things on other nights too. So I'm not committed enough to add it to my schedule. But I didn't think it was awful. You know, I'd give it a 5 out of 10 because I think it's all right. I'd say that I don't really want to watch it again, but I kind of do, especially with the cliffhanger. But yeah, the other thing that's going to make people disappointed with this. Oh, but the rating was in the description, so you didn't have to watch the video. And this one in the last review, I forgot to say the rating at the beginning. But the other reason that people are going to be disappointed by this is because it's from the creator of 6 Feet Under. 6 Feet Down? Oh, man, it's that one with Dexter and Peter Krause and some other people that I'm forgetting who they are. But it's got those two in there, and it was an HBO show, and it's considered one of their best and one of the best shows ever. And then he created something else that I think was pretty big, but I don't think it's as big as that. Maybe it is, maybe I'm forgetting. I just remember him from 6 Feet Under, even though I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, because that's what I just naturally said without thinking about it. But I haven't even seen that whole series. I saw, like, the first episode, and just didn't, I had so many other things I was watching, I didn't finish it. I might finish it at some point now to see if he can actually be, like, really good. But yeah, this is just going to be very disappointing to people, and that element is going to really make people hate it. But if you just try to pretend like it's not there, I honestly think it's a fine show, you know? I think it could potentially compete with This Is Us with